former Senator Dick Gordon. May kinancel po siyang business ng isang drugstore. Ang ground po na ginamit niya, hindi acceptable daw sa kanya yung license ng drugstore as given by FDA. Sinabi po ng Supreme Court doon, hindi mo pwedeng gamitin yung FDA license para kanselahin yung manifestations earlier said about political will being part of the DILG. While I agree that it takes political will to get things done, but I must also inform everyone, especially the LGUs, that the exercise of political will, as in any other act, should be done within the bounds of the law. And with that, I'd like to share two cases which should be looked into by LGUs, assuming that they would want to pursue suspension of licenses. Number one, Mr. Chair, is the case of Leon versus Court of Appeals, wherein the Supreme Court said that the process of revocation or suspension of business permits should be done with due process. So the permittee should be given the opportunity to explain. Yes.
Okay, now, babalikan ko lang pala kanina yung nagsabi ka na 10,000 pesos lang ang penalty per year. Sino ba sabi? NWRB?
That's
Bakit napakababa yung penalty doon sa
okay. That is what is provided for by the law.
the law?
Yeah.
Pwede natin maamin siguro ito?
Yes, I think it's high time, Mr. Chair, that the law on water should be amended as well.
Okay, sige.
Cope up with the
Thank you.
present.
Alright, sino pa gusto magsalita? Mr. Bascuña? No, DILG siguro. You're from the DILG? Bascuña? Okay, sige po.
Yes, Mr. Chair, thank you. Just to continue with my second point, Your Honor, we also have to consider the case of Gordon versus Veridiano, Mr. Chair, wherein the Supreme Court said that in cancellation of business permits, the mayor can only do so if there are specific violations of the conditions as stated in the permits, Your Honor. In other words, hindi po pwedeng lumabas si mayor gumamit na ibang ground para sabihin mag-cancel na siya. Dapat po meron siyang specific findings na merong conditions po na nakalagay sa mga business permits eh. Hindi po pwedeng
So dapat yung business permit na gagawin o ibibigay ng mayor sa private gawa, kakaiba doon sa mga regular na mga negosyo. Dapat tailored fit yun doon sa pangangailangan na pabor sa kanila in case nagkaroon ng problema.
That would be the best case scenario, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So in this case, sa karamihan sa mga LGU, yung kanilang business permit hindi tailored fit doon sa kailangan kapag may nangyari, mabilis nilang may cancel yung business permit. Hindi ganoon nangyari.
Hindi po.
Kaya sabi nyo sa yung Gordon versus
Veridiano, Mr. Chair.
Veridiano, hindi na paboran yung cancellation ng business permit.
Hindi po yung facts po nun, Mr. Chair, si then Mayor former Senator Dick Gordon. May kinancel po siyang business ng isang drugstore. Ang ground po na ginamit niya, hindi acceptable daw sa kanya yung license ng drugstore as given by FDA. Sinabi po ng Supreme Court doon, hindi mo pwedeng gamitin yung FDA license para kanselahin yung
Kaya sabi ko tailored fit dapat doon sa yung pagka-cancel, yung nakalagay doon sa pagbibigay ng business permit. Halimbawa tulad sa Prime, na para kapag nagkaroon ng problema, pwede niyang gamitin yon exclusive reason. Kaya kung kinakancel ang business permit mo kasi hindi ka tumutuma doon sa napag-usapan natin sa kondisyon ng
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
yung negosyo mo na kaya ka naman pinayagan.
Yes, Mr. Chair. And Mr. Chair, it's December, Mr. Chair. So, season of renewal na. So, magandang guide na po yan for the LGUs.
Correct. Kaya may gusto ko sabihin.
Mr. quick lang, interjection lang. So I appreciate yung paalala ng DILG based on those two cases. And I'm also willing to bet lang. Tataya ako. Hindi ako nagtataya sa pera, Mr. Chair. Pero I'm willing to bet na yung mga LGU represented nag-issue ng notices of termination. I'm willing to bet or the cancellation of business permit ay ayon sa mga requirements dun sa permit originally issued na sa judgment nila ay nalabag dun sa dun sa current JVA partner. Just willing to bet, Mr. Chair. But salamat muli sa DILG sa importanteng paalala sa due process at saka sa pag-aayon ng anumang cancellation dun sa original
Amin pang gusto ito
conditions, Mr. Chair.
Last na po, Mr. Chair, because I know that this hearing is also in aid of legislation. Maybe it's high time for the Congress to look into PD 198, specifically Section 8, which provides that local water districts are under the jurisdiction of any political entity. Yun po yung, I think, biggest problem natin ngayon, why the local water districts were able to enter into JVAs without the information or even consent of other national government agencies, because they are not under or wala pong control. Even us po sa DILG, wala po kaming control, and madami po kami natatanggap na sulat na pinapakialaman daw po ni Mayor yung mga water districts. So naglalabas po kami ng mga guidelines na sinasabi namin yung for LGUs not to interfere or meddle with affairs.
So, sa situation natin, ko na kanina yan sa previous hearing, dapat bago makipag-enter into agreement ang local water district sa anumang private entity na mag-provide ng water supply, it has to be reviewed by another government agency to make sure na it is favorable sa gobyerno.
That's the way it should be, Mr. Chair, but I don't think that's things are being done right now, Mr.
So wala tayong batas na
Wala po, because of Section 6 of PD 9, Mr. Chair.
you mentioned that. So isasama natin yan
And also to help
sa pagbatas, paggawa ng batas.
ito, ma-address na din po yung concern ng Lupa kanina na they are relying on the assertion of their will to assert authority over the water districts. Tapos binabangga pa po nila yung existing legal opinion ng OGCC. So if we amend the law, masasettle po lahat yun.
Okay. Attorney Salonga?
Yes, Mr. Chair, Madam Chair. Yung pag-review ng mga kontrata ng water districts, that's why I was espousing na gayahin natin sa energy industry. Nothing in the energy industry, no contract is approved without the concurrence of the ERC.
ERC.
All players. In the same vein, sana ganun din. All contracts, supply contracts, kung anumang kontratas yan, and all players in the water industry with regards to water districts should have the approval of the regulator, dapat LUWA.
And who should that be?
Luway po. Kami yung mandated yun. Tama po si DILG. What we are asserting are the powers given by the Public Service Act as amended. And yung ibang powers na binigay sa amin under PD 198, our charter. Kaya minsan, nababother kami na mayroong ibang mga water districts na hindi ka naming regulator pag wala kaming utang sa'yo. Hindi kami susunod kasi board lang namin ang susundan. Another thing that maybe we should take a look at, sir, yung pag-appoint ng mga directors and officers ng water districts. Kasi doon po yung interaction eh. It's appointed by the mayor. I understand kasi kailangan locals. But sometimes doon ang point of politics nang nangyayari. Marami rin akong nadi-deny na ina-appoint ng local chief executive na hindi po pwede, may problema, kamag-anak to.
Yung chief executive nag-appoint, pag-alis niya,
May conflict kaagad.
may conflict. Yung bagong pasok, hindi niya nagustuhan yun, so gusto niya palitan.
Opo. So yung mechanism lang po, I understand why, kung bakit nakalagay yung ganun. Kaya lang, siguro we should move forward. How do we nominate these individuals, these directors, no? Kami nga ang balak namin sa LUWA, at least for yung ibang padaanin sa isang parang seminar academy or kasi hindi lahat qualified eh. May mga we're not on the same page, hindi naiintindihan yung ibang mga paper, mga documents. So meron dapat certification process na dapat ilagay na sa batas. Para ka umupo, aside from general qualifications, you should have
And then, who should be the person na
the
para
regulator, kami po.
kayo po dyan sa
Opo.
luwa. Pero dapat meron silang qualifications. Sabi mo,
May general qualifications po, sectoral representation yan eh. But
Okay.
aside from that,
hindi yung chief executive.
mga ganun po.
Okay, para hindi magamit sa pamulitika rin
Sana
at the
po.
same time. Which is good. Good suggestion. Okay,
Mr. Chair,
meron pa bang gusto magsalita na hindi pa nakapagsalita? Yeah, kay Attorney Chris Santiago and all others from the local government units. Meron pa? Si ladies first. Attorney Santiago.
Thank you, Sir Chair. Doon po sa ating bagong batas sa PPP Code, yung mga kontrata po ng PPPs nitong mga water districts, kailangan na pong i-review ng PPP Center to make sure na yung mga parameters, terms, and conditions po na nakasaad doon ay compliant sa batas. Tsaka equally, parang nagpa-flag din po kami doon kung merong mga items na for consideration po nung mga water district.
Thank you. Okay, nakikita ko si Michael Sugaiva kanina pa. Sir, very patient. Thank you for your patience, sir.
Yes, Sir Chair and Madam Chair, no? We are from the Bacolod City Water District, and just to share lang some of our actions. Actually, our board of directors already issued a resolution pertaining to the violations of prime water, and our LGU has, I guess, is also passing a resolution requiring prime water for an explanation through explanation of their violation. So they will issue a show cause order also for to prime water to justify all of their actions. No? And Mr. Chair, and since one option there mentioned earlier was amicable settlement, no? And I believe prime water is there, so they're in attending physically. So we might want also to ask from them if what are their plans to the district they're engaged in sa JV.
Okay.